Welcome back to The Vocalist. Today we are listening to the band Boston. This is not a first time listen, I have heard their music before, but this is a first time vocal analysis, so we are going to start with the song More Than a Feeling. Here we go.
Forget the day and dream of a girl I used to know. I close my eyes and she slipped
I knew it was a short one, so I thought, let's just watch the whole thing. Back to the beginning. I'm just gonna preface this. We're gonna talk so much about mixed voice today. And I am so excited because I love this topic. But we're also gonna, talk about some other stuff too. So here we go. One thing, I know, I'm already stopping. This is such a unique song, I think, in writing because, granted, there's a lot that I don't know about music from this period, but I don't feel like there was a lot of acoustic guitar feature in some of the big hits that we got from this decade. And so it starts with such a beautiful, very simplistic melody, but it builds into this incredible rock song that I think I don't know. You guys will have to tell me, the very first time you heard this song, what were you expecting after hearing that introduction? Because, you know, I feel like I've heard this song all my life in different movies and whatnot. And so I never really had that experience of being in the car and it coming on the radio and, going on this journey. But I would imagine that was an experience that a lot of people had because you don't anticipate this beautiful acoustic opening to develop and morph into this epic rock song. So I just love it. I love it. Here we go. Even here, I mean, what a voice. I don't even know how to wrap my mind around just the incredible tone and technique that we heard from Brad Delp. It was next level. And I think one of the reasons I loved it so much is in this opening we get that gorgeous, warm, natural, conversational tone. It's not there's not a lot of press. There's not a lot of ping or that brightness or that metallic quality that we get later. And so just hearing this beautiful, warm, natural tone at the opening again sort of mirrors that acoustic choice at the beginning musically. So it feels like there's this really beautiful through line in the music, but the voice alone is just, it's so inviting. And what a great voice for storytelling. But in terms of registration, I would definitely say we're already in a mix because of where this is in his range, but he is, again, there's not a lot of press on the chords. We're getting some air and golly, it's just this shimmery quality because of that airflow that we're hearing, and it's so inviting. I know this isn't live, but anytime I've seen a clip of him singing, such a neutral look on his face, like there isn't a lot of tension. It's just so relaxed. Turned on some music to start my day, and lost myself in a familiar song. I close my eyes and I slip away. Now, this section, obviously it's challenging. Obviously he had the range for it. I think what is more challenging than what we sort of first hear is how deliberate he is in choosing where to place each note. So there are moments, and we'll kind of walk through this, there are moments where he puts certain words in a head dominant mix, and then we hear a little bit more of that TA engagement, we hear a little bit more of that press, and so it becomes a chest dominant mix. But he doesn't do the exact same thing every single time. There's a lot of variety throughout this song. So let me play this one again. So close my, chest dominant, eyes we flipped over, which is why it's got that lighter, more falsetto sense to it. It's still a mix. There's still a lot of power in there, but he head dominant mix. And then he went straight back into a chest dominant mix. Now, again, I know this isn't like a true live video with this audio, but there is a shift that's happening that I want to point out in his embouchure. You can see how he goes way, and so there's like this added spread when he goes up to that higher note. It's a great way of facilitating that jump and helping to maintain that note in his chest dominant mix. you can hear so much like breath, and breath as in like wideness in his tone here. I love it. Let me back it up again. Again, still in mix. When he even says, when he says feelin', he really hangs on to that brightness as the line progresses. I love that shift in the vowel. See my Marian walking away. He really forces this nice tall vowel and puts it a little further back, and then we get a drastic shift back into his mix on the next line. Let's see. This is such a great song. I can't get over what a great song this is. I think we get so much in, 3.5 minutes, but the song itself, it's got this, again, incredible rock anthem in a way, but there is this mellowness to it, and it's so beautifully complemented by his vocals, because if he had, that really metallic rocker scream voice in this song, I don't know that, I don't think it would have paired well. I think it would have been, it would have taken the listener by surprise a little bit, but that's not happening. He's balancing such great technique with the style of the song, and he's really just created this piece of art because of it. I love it. Here, we're gonna keep going.
When I'm tired, I'm thinking cold.
It's so gentle. It's so warm. Again, back in more of that chest dominant range. A little mix is happening, but he's using that air so beautifully to create these warm conversational tones that feel so inviting and so natural.
I hide in my music, forget the day.
And then just there on the day, you can hear how well balanced his mix is, because if he wanted to, he could really pull into falsetto there, but he's not. He's still keeping a little bit more TA engagement. So we're getting that nice, firm, powerful sound, but really allowing a lot of airflow.
And dream of a girl I used to know. I close my eyes and she slipped
That is such a hard line. So then, like I mentioned before, he doesn't do the exact same thing throughout the entirety of the song. we're getting higher notes in a mix. So this is more of that sort of rocker style scream, but they built up to it so it doesn't feel out of place. It feels so natural and it's so exciting. And then into the falsetto. I won't go back, but also just consider the breath control it takes to do that, because you're already using more air, you've got more press happening, and then we've got these longer notes. So the fact that he was able to just hold on to those gorgeous notes for as long as he did, it's so thrilling. We got another beautiful example of one of those held notes at the end there, which was exciting to see. Again, I know this video doesn't line up with the audio, but having seen some clips of his live performances, he does something that's so beautiful on those higher notes. Y'all know I love the down and back jaw position. You get to a certain place in your range where you have to open a little bit more. And when he does that, he still keeps those cheeks up. There's like a little smile or a little sort of biting of the apple. And it's so minute. It's such a tiny, tiny movement, tiny posturing, but it makes a huge difference. And a great example of that is when he was was the word Marianne? The one that I pointed out earlier where it was a very tall vowel. It went a little further back. It was a little darker. But at the end there, when he was opening more, he kept that nice wide posturing. So we were getting this beautiful, full, bright pingy tone, and it was so thrilling. So that's it for today. I feel like I said a lot throughout, so we're gonna keep it short. Thank you guys so much for watching with me, and hopefully I will see you next time.